doubters, really. 3 no doubters. Not like, the other team came back on them or any of that stuff. It's just 3 no doubters. And there's no other way to put it. Just absolutely no doubt. And with, some of the other things that we saw yesterday too. Baylor, it's going to take more than a 6 or 7 half-point halftime lead to keep those guys down. I really liked what I saw out of Baylor yesterday. They took it personally, They absolutely took it personally. It wasn't like this, they're a good team and they're going to hit their shots and whatever. No, you could tell they went into that locker room and said, we can play a lot better than that. I'm not going out like that. If they're going to beat us, that's what I always say. It's like if they're going to beat us, then they're going to beat us. But I'm not going out like that. Throwing up bricks and, letting these guys out rebound us, out hustle us, Because Villanova clearly out hustled Baylor in the first half. They did. They ran out of gas. They just ran out of gas. But
thank God.
Yeah, thankfully for all of us in our halftime shows. I enjoyed doing the halftime shows with everybody yesterday. We had a lot of fun. Gave away a bunch of T-shirts, so that was fun too. Brian thinks I should charge for the halftime shows.
No, I think. Well, I'm not opposed to charging for the halftime shows, but I think you should come up with some kind of like a halftime thing, And
it's either you charge. Well, there's not a lot to work with here. It's either you charge for the halftime or you don't charge for the halftime. It's like you can't do like a premium.
I think $30 a month for your halftime picks is very reasonable.
Well, it's like I'll tell you, if you paid $30 for my halftime picks this NFL season, you had a pretty.
You can almost give it. You can only give out so much free stuff. You're doing an amazing job, putting a lot of work in. So.
But I think it was a few years ago. Like I didn't miss a Monday Night Football game the entire season. I missed one. I only lost one Monday Night Football game the entire season, and I was like, I'm never going to be able to do that again. And then I had one year where I didn't miss a newsletter pick for an entire football season, and I was like, I'm never going to be able to do that. I don't know if I can repeat my halftime performance from last season. It was like, I don't know, man. We were hitting 5-team parlays on a regular basis.
Well, we know what happened in the NBA, so it's hard to repeat performances of epic proportions. So.
Oh, man. Anyways.
Not a big card today, but a lot of quality out there. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of quality out there for sure. Not a lot of, like Brian said, not a lot of games. So, I don't know. It's like we'll have to navigate our way through it. Of course, how many NHL are there today?
Like 5 or 6.
Nice, something I could really sink my teeth into for me. Put on my Mitchie Pucks hat.
Well, you had to buckle down because you've been pretty hot in hockey. So
4-0 my last 4 on the show. Maybe I should start doing premium picks and skate right into the leaderboard.
I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure I gave out Carolina Flames and Buffaloes plus the 1.5. So, maybe I had a loser.
It'd be awesome if people cared about hockey. It's like
if I started giving out more hockey picks, maybe I'd win.
I look at our statistics from the website. It's like, how is tennis beating hockey? It's like, I don't know. People care more about it. I have no idea. It's like,
I don't know. Hockey's exciting if you give it a chance. I like it.
I know, but it just doesn't seem to have the draw. I don't know why it is. Like I grew up in Miami and we didn't have hockey growing up. We didn't have it. We didn't have a team, and there was no Tampa Bay Lightning or any Miami Panthers or any of those things. We didn't have baseball either.
Do they have a lot of basketball courts in Canada, Rod? Because I know it's colder up there.
Yeah, of course.
Canadian basketball.
You do realize that there's a Canadian player who played in Edmonton, and he's playing in the Elite Eight, right?
No. No, I think hockey when I think of Canada.
Do we have basketball courts in Canada?
I don't know. You don't see too many Canadian NBA players.
By the way,
You see
Canada
some.
invented the sport of basketball.
No, they didn't.
I didn't know that. I
No,
thought
they
Naismith
didn't.
was in
No, they
Indiana.
didn't.
Yeah,
or
they
something
did.
like that.
No,
Google it. Google it.
I'm not Googling it.
I thought it was like a peach basket.
James
in Georgia.
Naismith.
It was.
Jay,
Canada invented the sport of basketball.
Rod,
Period.
come on.
No fight.
Seriously.
Go look. I'm telling you.
Too
Canada
much-
invented the sport of basketball.
Too much
And
gravy.
they used the peach
Too much
basket and
gravy on
they used the
french fries.
stick to poke the ball back out.
Yeah, peach basket and stick by. I thought that
Back.
was Georgia.
Sounds like stickball to me.
Back.
I don't think so. James
Oh,
Naismith
back.
invented basketball in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's what I was taught.
Abner Doubleday.
Invented baseball.
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 That's baseball.
And
Well, see, you're going to get a different result because you're Googling from Canada. It's going to tell you.
Anyways, got NBA, college hoops. Got the NIT winds down today. My worst tournament of my life. It's like, thankfully they made it only 16
Colorado
games.
State yesterday.
They're playing
It's
a
like
consolation game, too.
I know the bonus of the NIT is that they only made it 16 games because, I mean, it's like, this is truly one of those scenarios. I say black, they say white. I say white, they say black. It's like, I cannot win. I cannot win an NIT game. I think I'm 1-68 in the NIT. I mean, free pick, nope. Premium pick, nope. It's like just terrible, man. I mean, they could put like Gonzaga against Idaho, like Gonzaga -4 in the NIT. I'll take Gonzaga and they'll lose. It's like
Yeah, I got them both wrong yesterday, so don't feel bad.
I mean,
I had Colorado State and whoever's playing Memphis. That's
yeah.
what I got.
Well, I mean, just take the exact opposite of my NIT picture in good shape. Anyways, let's get to the NIT.
Ready, I got NIT winner.
So how about this? Then they put the final first and the consolation game last. It's like, wouldn't it be kind of like the opening act? I don't know.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It just doesn't make sense. But we've got who is it? Colorado State and Louisiana Tech. Brian.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing the consolation game in college football, but that's never going to happen.
They used to have
far
it.
as-
They used to have it.
I wouldn't mind seeing
I think
that.
the fish don't something that in the NCAA tournament they used to have it, and they might still have it. Do they still have it? They always had it before. They used to have it.
Well, I say bring it back. But anyway, I'm going to go with the Memphis Tigers minus the 4.5 here. Line's kind of telling me that the big.
No,
big boys-
we're doing the consolation game first, the way that it should.
I thought you said pick one of the two.
No.
On this one, I'm going to go with Colorado.
We're not letting these get by us. These are.
I'm going to go with Colorado State again today. They burnt me pretty badly yesterday. It wasn't a premium, but it was a play that I really liked. What I can see here, it's about 22% of the bets on 67% of the money on a small sample. I just think Colorado State's a better team flat out, and basically I'm going to take them on the money line. It's basically a pick.
How about you, Ron?
Oof, this one's ugly. To me, this is a kind of a coin flip game. I'd stay away from it personally, but if I had to lean, I'd agree with Brian there. I think Colorado State has just a better overall team, and La Tech just looked real ugly yesterday. So, so did Colorado State. So pick your poison. I'll take Colorado State in a lean.
How about you, Rod?
And for me in this one, I'll take the under 142. Like first to 60 something wins that one.
Yeah, for the sake of fans on both teams, I'll abstain. Got the.
Hold on. I don't want to argue with Robert. These two teams, though, what's the motivation to play any defense in this game? It's kind of like an all-star game where they're just going to go back and
the
forth.
motivation is that for a lot of these guys, especially Colorado State, we know. But I guess you can come back now. So we don't know who's coming back and who's not. But Colorado State, we know that 4 of their players, right, were returning starters from last year's team. So my guess is the last time those guys will play together. So probably.
I kind of was tempted on the over here just because I was thinking wouldn't see much defense, and both teams gave up a ton of points yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right. It is a lousy game. It's a real stinker pot. Stinkopotamus. All right. Let's see what we got. Memphis against Mississippi State. So this is the early game. I'll jinx you. I'll take Memphis.
Yeah, I'm also on Memphis too. Line moved about a point from where it opened at. Big bettors coming in on the Tigers. Memphis has 3 losses recently. They lost 2 to Houston by a combined 5 points, and SMU in a tight one. I just think Memphis is the better team. They really should have been in the big dance. So I'm going to lay the points here with Memphis. It's not something I'll bet my house on, but I'm going to go strong with the Tigers.
Yeah, I wrote the free pick article for this game on Pick Dogs, and I mentioned how Memphis is a team that I think they're playing like they want to prove people wrong and show them why they deserve to be in the big dance this year. And I think that they cruise in this championship. The line's a little funky to me. I would put it a lot closer to 0, but I think that just shows you how good this Memphis team is. So I'll lay the points with the Tigers.
Penny Hardaway is a great recruiter, man. I think less, not as much of a good coach, but maybe he'll get but he's the type of guy that could get better.
Defensively, he's good coach, but needs to work on some things.
Yeah, but he was the same way as a player.
Yeah,
and then look at what happened.
Mm-hmm.
What was he, number 2 in the NBA draft the year he came out? Something like that. Way up there. He might have been number 1 overall. Was he? He was good. He was very good. How about you, Rod?
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take Mississippi State here plus the points. There's just too many points in this game.
Okay.
We come to battle.
Thanks for the insight. Got Creighton against Gonzaga. This one... line going up a little bit. 13.
I see 12.5 at Pinnacle.
Unfortunately, I live in the United States and I can't bet at Pinnacle, so that's pretty meaningless to me. But I see 13.
13 at points bet.
Yeah, 13s. So it's back to where it opened. I see some 13 and a half I see at Pinnacle, actually. And Bovada, Bet 365, also 13 and a half. Caesars, 13 and a half. Yeah, there's 13s at Big Juice. There's 13 and a halves at Lighter Juice.
Yeah, you get those Gonzaga guys in betting the heavier juice at 13. For me personally, this is what I'm going to do. I love the way the money line is looking for Creighton. Down about 40 cents from where it opened up at. I don't know why anybody would lay minus 1,000 on Gonzaga, but for me, I'm going to go with Creighton on the money line. But I think the layup of layups is probably taking the points here. It's a 10-point ball game all day long. I've been looking forward to this game for a week now, but should have been a premium. But since I've been talking about it all week, just going to give it up for free. I'm going to take Creighton.
Rod, you gonna jump on a team that lost to Butler? I don't know.
Okay.
Lost to Xavier by 8. This is a team that gives up, one of the worst defenses in college basketball.
Yeah, call me square, but I'm gonna have to go with Gonzaga here. I don't love laying 13.5 in a Sweet 16 game. I know it breaks Brian's heart as my junior sharp title, but I don't have the stomach to take Creighton in this game. It's just not a good matchup. Sure, Creighton's offense does do some things well, like shoot the ball well from the perimeter, but Gonzaga just does it a lot better, and I just do not trust Creighton's inside defense whatsoever. I just think Creighton is going to at least score 80-plus points, and that should be enough to catch a cover. So I'll take Gonzaga, but definitely not my favorite game on the board today.
Rod?
Well, you know where I stand. I'm going to take Gonzaga and I'll lay the points. I mean, we stand it up. They're going to blow them out by 20.
You got to call him Lee, Rod. Now that you're officially on the bandwagon.
Like I said, I live like right up the road from Gonzaga. I've been watching Gonzaga
you
games
supported them
since I grew up. Right?
Zero.
Sorry, I just didn't have a hat on my head.
Well, your icon on your Facebook page was the Kansas logo. There can't be any more opposing than having another team's logo on your thing. Right. Ron, you ever throw a Florida State logo on your stuff? How would that go over? How would that go over?
Just Prairie View.
They'd run him out of Florida.
Ron's like, well, I can't go to the student union anymore.
No,
thrown out of Gator growl.
Who was the guy that invented basketball? What was it? James Naismith? Oh, yeah. He's Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in Springfield, Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
He is Canadian. A Canadian invented basketball.
In Springfield, Massachusetts, not in Canada.
A Canadian invented basketball. So if Alexander Graham Bell made it in like China would have made telephone. It doesn't matter where he lives. It's the guy who invented it is Canadian.
Did he get a citizenship before he invented it?
Did he have to pay the tax? The Canadian dollars, all those confusing taxes. It's like the GST. It's like, what the hell's going on here? I just wanted ice cream. It's like, I don't know. I just know I show up in Miami with my Gonzaga. They beat me up at the airport. Touched a nerve. Gonzaga. Didn't Kansas play Gonzaga? They played, right?
Yeah, they played.
And Rod had the Kansas logo during that game. I know that. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. I like the over. Neither of these teams really play a lot of defense, and I
like the under. Then I'm going to take the under in this one. It's going to be a lower scoring game.
Yeah, I'd have to strongly disagree. I agree with Rod.
I love the under.
Under all day long, twice on Sunday.
Yeah, okay. You obviously haven't watched Gonzaga. Well,
Creighton's going to want to slow the pace down. At Gonzaga, they're going to have to slow.
The only way they're going to.
Yeah, Gonzaga's just going to let them. We're just going to they want to slow the pace down, so we'll just let them. It's like it doesn't really work that way. See, this is how you control the pace. Okay, you start hitting threes like they're going out of style. Okay, and you say play as slow as you damn well please. Okay, every time we get the ball, we're gonna score in about 8 seconds, and we're gonna hit a three on you. Okay, you can take as long as you want. You miss your shot, we're gonna grab the rebound, we're gonna drive right down, and hit another three on you. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, because that's what Gonzaga does. If you've seen them play this season, that's what they did to Iowa. That's what they did to Kansas. That's what they did to Virginia. That's what they have done to everybody. Is Virginia tried to control the pace on them too? Oh my God! You want to talk about controlling the pace with one of the top defensive teams in history, right? Virginia. Let's see exactly how the pace was controlled in that game. Oh man, was the pace controlled? What was the score of that one? 138-4. It was something like in that range. I know that it was out of hand early and it got worse. It was like, and this was
98-75.
Yeah, 98. Virginia, 98. How about Iowa? Oh man, they controlled the pace on them. What was that one? Oh, a lot.
99-88.
Yeah, 99-88.
No, the line, the total action would suggest that under would be the proper play, but
the total action has been, I think, wrong 99% of the time in this tournament.
I'm just telling you. The action has been wrong 99% of the time in this tournament. People love to bet the over in Gonzaga games, and if anything, it's gone down a notch by half a point.
Well, Rod's a Gonzaga fan. We can ask him what people like to bet. He likes the under.
Over. He loves to bet the over. Everybody in his dog loves to bet Gonzaga over because they look and see, oh, look, they scored 92.9 points a game and Creighton scored 78. Well, that's going way over the number. I'll take the under, 159.5.
Yeah. I think it stays up well under 150.
Both defenses are giving only 69 points a game. That's way under. That's under by 20. Defenses come out to play.
Yeah, because these are just defensive teams. Defense first.
So even if Gonzaga scores 90 and Creighton scores 60, we're still under, which is what I got this at. Blowout city. Creighton will they'll give up.
No, Creighton's winning outright.
Throw in the towel.
Creighton's winning outright, okay?
Stop the beating. No more.
Rod will be wearing the Creighton hat tomorrow.
Gonzaga hat's getting burned tomorrow.
Rod will be telling us, I live only 2 plane flights from Creighton. It's like...
It's actually a few hour drive, not plane flight.
My favorite was that Creighton offered that guy in the congressional hearing $100,000. It was like, what? It's like Creighton offered him $100,000. Oregon offered us a house. It's like Creighton offered us $100,000. Texas offered us $10,000. Who in the hell's in charge of the payouts in Texas? It was like Kansas went down, right? Louisville. It was like, oh man. I see the line dropping and moving though. I saw it bounce to 12.5 at DraftKings and it quickly shot back to 13. Quickly. All right, let's move on to the next game. I like the over. We have a consensus here on the over in the Gonzaga.
No, we don't. It's not even
I'm glad we have a quorum. We've reached a consensus.
I bet you it's 3-1 to the under.
Thank you.
I bet you Ron
Michigan will be taking.
Speak no evil, hear no evil.
Ron's like, I'm not getting involved in that one. I'm staying over here.
Ron's like, I don't even have a Gonzaga hat. Michigan and Florida State. So Florida State's close to Ron.
Florida State is not anywhere near me.
No, near Ron. He could switch hats to Florida State.
Oh, he can switch hats. There you go. There you go, buddy.
So, Michigan, Florida State. This is a line dropper. Michigan was a 3-point favorite. Now they're a 2-point favorite.
Yeah, for me, it breaks my heart, but I'm going to have to take the Florida State Seminoles. I think they win this game outright. It does worry me that I saw the consensus report, and I saw a lot of guys on one side of this game, but I'm still going to go with the Seminoles plus the points. And on the money line, I think it's going to be the end of me talking crap about Michigan because they're going to
get the Big Ten in general, right?
Yeah, I was wrong.
Because if they lose this game, not one Big Ten team, and this is also an ACC versus Big Ten matchup with the last of the ACC versus the last of the Big Ten. This is kind of all the chips on the table game. So you're waving the white flag here, basically. You're waving the white flag here. You're tapping out.
I'm waving the white flag and taking Florida State, even though it hurts me.
Tapping out. We'll tap out action here.
I'm tapping out.
All right, the better conference. Brian going with it. How about you, Rod?
It looks like it.
How about you, Ron?
Yeah, I'm going to take the under in this one. Both Florida State and Michigan do have high-powered offenses. Both love to shoot the three ball, top 15 in three-point shooting, both teams. But I think this game is just going to be won on the defensive side. Florida State giving up about 54 points a game, I think, to their opponents. 53.5. We know Michigan can play defense in the trenches in certain spots as well. I just think the winner of this game is going to have to play the strong defense, and 143 is a little too steep for my liking, so I'll take the under.
What do you think of the size matchup inside? Because Michigan's used to having the advantage there.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think one team definitely has the advantage in that sense, and I have a premium play on the side. So, but
because Michigan's used to having the advantage, and when they got beat up physically inside by Illinois, it was not a fun day in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
It was like the day Jim Harbaugh renewed his contract.
See, I'm secretly rooting for Michigan to win this game, but
it's okay, Brian. Your secret's out. Your secret's safe with us. Anyways. Rod?
I'm with Ron. I'm going to take the under in this game. FSU is 5-0 to the under in their last 5 games as an underdog. in the tournament. We got a defensive battle in this one. I'm going to do the under our last 13 games following a straight up win. I'm going to take the under in this one.
I like the over. Just taking the opposite side of what the public is going, where everybody seems to be on, which is the under. There's all kinds of pressure on the under on this game, and I just could see it going over because I think the only way that Michigan can score points is to throw bombs. And I think Florida State's going to have to go with them, and they're going to have to probably score pretty quickly, and they're going to have to pump the ball inside to do that. So I think that there's going to be a lot of possessions here, and I think for Michigan there's going to be a lot of threes, at least a lot of threes attempted. I don't see them going inside here in this game. I think Florida State's going to draw the fortress of solitude, or whatever you want to call it. Put up the wall and say, anything, you're not coming here, because they're also physical, which Michigan hates because they're super soft, right? Marshmallow. So,
I have to agree with with Rod and Ronnie.
I know you do. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But I suck at totals.
There's got to be another side to the bet. There has to be another side to the bet. Someone's got to pay my tickets, right?
That's true. I'm horrible at totals, so.
Anyways. Go to, it's like this whole thing, it's like they're missing livers. It's kind of like they've been missing him for, months. It's not like, oh my God, the line is the same as it. It's like, I don't know how many times we addressed this, It's like, the line is not the same line as if he was playing. It's like, it's like LeBron James isn't playing. It's like, yeah, and the line would be totally different if he was, right? It's like Tom Brady's not playing. It's like, is the line the same? The only difference is in the NFL, and they do it in the NBA too. I mean, that's why so many lines are late now, because we don't know who's playing and who's not playing anymore, so they delay the lines. And it's like, the lines are adjusted when people aren't playing. You saw it for the Bucks game the other night against the Knicks. It went 11 points. It moved 11 points. It's like, no one knows it's, it's not a well-kept secret. Livers broke his foot, a month ago. I mean, it's not. Anthony Davis isn't playing today either. Yeah, so that's not in the line. It's like, I don't know, man. Alabama against UCLA. So far we're dead opposite on all the games here.
No, I would say we have a consensus. Is majority.
Well, we all agreed on the over in the Gonzaga game, and we've all agreed on the over in the Michigan game.
The consensus of the group is 3 people against 1, so the consensus would be what 3 people agree on.
Go take your little puck line.
I'm in a good mood today, so
it's okay, man. There are a lot of people that would love to have your seat.
Yes. Oh no, you're right, Mitch. It was the consensus. Whatever. I'll be a yes man.
Okay, I'll take it.
You're right.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Got Alabama against UCLA. Pac-12 rolls on. They will have 2 teams in the Elite 8, regardless. This is their chance for a third. This is Mick Cronin's. I think in the first round, you can see teams ride momentum and that sort of thing. I think when you get to the Sweet 16, you see a lot less of the big upsets, and you see a lot less of this stuff going on because there's only really good teams left. And when you have a team like Bama that do believe they can win it all, they certainly believe that this is a team that really believes they can win it all. And they have the talent to win it all. No doubt about it, man. These guys, I think.
Roberts almost hit that 3-point shot. That would have sent them into the Elite 8. I mean, that was close.
Right. No. I know, but Arkansas is not Alabama. Alabama won the SEC and the SEC tournament. I mean, you're talking apples and oranges.
Oh yeah.
You know, Arkansas didn't make the title game, right?
Nope, it was LSU, I believe.
Yep. So, but one thing we know about Mick Cronin in big games, he will coach you right out of it. So, you know, while UCLA's had a great run, this is kind of what they paid for when they hired Mick Cronin, to watch him choke away a golden opportunity. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not a big totals guy and not a big over guy, but I see this one going over the total. I think Alabama had, 96, I think, in their last game. I could see Alabama putting another 90 or so up, and UCLA putting at least 70 on the board. So for me, I think it's an easy over. That's where I'm going to go as my free pick.
Ron?
Yeah, I agree. I like the over. I think the only chance that UCLA has is if they can score with Alabama. UCLA's defense is not too sharp, about 200th ranked in three-point defense, and we know how much Alabama loves to shoot the long-range shots. They average, I think, about 30 total attempts from three per game, and they can make 15 of those pretty easily. But UCLA can shoot the ball pretty well as well. I mean, that's the reason why they're here. They're scoring points. You know, nice win over BYU, and they took care of business against Abilene Christian. But I do think they're going to have to score in order to compete. So I like the over.
For me, I like Alabama to take them to the woodshed. Give me Alabama minus the 6.5 for one bet, and then I'm going to lay another bet. I'm going to take Alabama minus the 14.5 at plus 275. Is they're going to take UCLA right to the woodshed. This is the spot where UCLA blows up. Bye-bye, UCLA. Take Bama. Lay the points.
USC and Oregon. Trojans against the Ducks. I don't know. I think this one's got the best angle of all the games. Brian?
And for me, I'm going to go under the total. I know that these two teams have only met, I think, one time this season, but I think they know each other well. I think it's a battle to the end. I could easily see this being a first to 60 wins it, so I think we got plenty of cushion here at the 138 mark, so I'm going to go under 138.
Ron?
Yeah, I think this is a great way to end the Sweet 16. This is going to be a great game to watch. Two teams that definitely deserve to be in this spot. And you know what? I know USC won the first meeting, I think, by 14 points. But to me, this is a coin flip game. And when you get in a coin flip game, I'll take the points with Oregon. I think they have a chance to win it. Obviously USC has the size advantage with Mobley. But I think Oregon does the fundamentals, free throw shooting and three-point shooting. I think they do a little bit better than USC. But overall, this is going to be a great game to watch. So I'll just take my chances with the dog.
Rod?
And for me, I'll take USC. USC beat up the Ducks earlier in the year, and Mobley wasn't even playing in that game. So Mobley's playing in this. I'll take USC. Bye-bye, Ducks.
Oregon, I think the easiest game of the day. It's just USC just as square as a block, as a cinder block here, man. It's like coming off of the beat down over Kansas, very public game. It was the last game of last weekend, so a lot of people saw that, and it was like a lot of people saw it. Oh, make them stop, right? It was that type of game, and then it was also like, you look back and you see that USC win over Oregon, and what people haven't seen all season long is that this is going to be a tight game, And Oregon is super athletic. They slaughtered Iowa. I mean, they reduced Garza to a sack of tears. Is basically what happened. He was an ugly cry, right? It was an ugly cry for Garza, And, he did have a great career. And I'll tell you, for a big guy, he can really shoot the outside shot. And I think that, if you have a big guy that can shoot from the outside, maybe he does have more of an NBA career than I thought he did, because he is impressive from the outside for a big guy. But anyways, back to this game. One thing that, those of us who have watched the Trojans all year, and we've won a lot of money on the Trojans, and I actually said, at the beginning of the year and throughout the year, I've said USC has the team that could win it all. They have the type of team. They have that kind of talent. But they always fall flat on their face. And why do they fall flat on their face? Because they can't hit a free throw to save their life, and it just sucks the life out of this team that every time they get close, every time they get into the clutch situations, they miss free throw after free throw after free throw. That game against Kansas did not send them to the line. They did not force them to make free throws. They let them run the court, show off all that athleticism. Oregon easily has the athleticism to run with these guys. You saw what they did to Iowa. They packaged them. That was an Iowa team that was like one of the top scoring teams in the country. Oregon just absolutely humiliated them, for both halves. And they're going to do the same thing to USC in this game. You don't think in a conference game that they got blown out in the first one, that they didn't have like that they're not chomping at the bit. Like a lot of us are just kind of like, oh man, we got two teams from the same conference in this game, And these guys were like, we get another crack at them. They're the most excited people in the room, Oregon's going to thump them. And
no, they couldn't even beat them without Mobley, and now they're going to beat them with Mobley.
Oh, God. It was at USC. It was at USC. See, and that's the logic right there. That's the exact logic. And that they beat him before, and they beat Kansas. And you're salty about the Kansas loss. We know that you're so salty. You had to change teams.
Salty about the Kansas loss.
You had to change teams.
Yeah,
you're so salty. You change teams. I mean, my team, my Miami team lost. I mean, we've taken some. What was the score of the Clemson game? My God, we lost by about 100. You don't see me changing teams.
North Carolina. What was that?
Oh, my God.
I'm still going to pick USC.
I think North Carolina just scored again on us.
That was my favorite.
And the thing is, they didn't even throw a pass. They just ran it right down our throats. I mean, we've had some. I mean, Miami, when we've lost over the last 5 years or so, or even more, when we've lost, we really lost. We had like a year where we lost a few nail biters, but I mean, this last year when we lost, we really lost. Clemson.
What's Alabama gonna do to them?
In the opener? I don't know, but it's one of those games that it could be like.
I say that, then I'll take Miami.
It could be one of those games. It could be one of those games that can set the tone for the program for the next 20 years, or it could be one of those games where it's just another beatdown loss. It could go either way. I tell you, it's a pivotal game for Manny Diaz because a lot of people don't like him. In general, in Miami, they brought Manny Diaz because he's a Miami guy and all that other stuff. But the whole thing is that Miami not big on hiring the assistant coaches to come in and run the show. They are not big on it. They've done it twice. They've done it 3 times. So it was Randy Shannon, who was a bust, great recruiter, lousy coach. Larry Coker, who was given the keys to a stretch limo and won the national title and lost the next year. And then Manny. These are the only assistant coaches we've had. Everyone else has come in and, put a bunch of hardware in the trophy case.
I think they should bring in Harbaugh. They'll be a lot better off.
I don't think so.
Get a real coach, ball coach in there.
The guy who I wanted was Pagano. I thought he would have been.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yep, I like Pagano.
I thought he's from the Miami line of coaching, so it would have been a perfect fit. He comes from, he comes from our line, so he would have been a perfect fit to come back home. It's like he's from that line of coaching. Anyways, I like Oregon. Who stepped on a duck? No one. My dog loves Oregon. Sam loves Oregon. Loves him.
Totally. Bye-bye, duck.
Wow. A little bitter about that Kansas loss. What was the score of that game?
after we see Gonzaga lose, Rod will have a USC hat.
That's like I parlayed Kansas up with a future on Bruins puck line over the Sabres.
Yes, because I definitely had Kansas even bet in that game.
I don't know, but it's like if it's your team, it's your team, In college sports, it's either your team or your team. You could have like a side team, like Romanelli's got, Prairie View A&M, and whatever. I like Oral Roberts, right? Because they beat Florida and Ohio State, but I'm not all of a sudden a fan.
I like Liberty.
Yeah,
I'm just a SWAC fan. And
I've been a
South Florida.
fan of Gonzaga since we started college basketball in the beginning when I said they would make the Final Four. Period. That's what it is.
So that's why you wore an Illinois hat all season?
I won this hat off a bet, to be honest. That's where this hat came from. I didn't purchase this hat. I won this hat off a bet with El Nino. This is where this hat came from. I didn't take my money out and go, hey, I need me a Gonzaga hat. I won the hat off a bet on a Gonzaga game that I knew was going to win. Oh, by the way, it was an under in the Gonzaga game that I bet on Ninos. Ninos had the over. I had the under in that one.
Yeah,
That's
That's how I won this hat, by the under in a Gonzaga game.
Brian,
Holy.
what are you selling today? Because Rod's package is going to include a free Gonzaga hat.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my Sunday basketball blank check 3-pack. I got my college basketball blank check. Write any amount in. Should be an easy cover. 2 college basketball, 1 NBA. Super Sharp is my Sunday Vegas Super Sharp info. So you get 2 college basketball, 1 NBA for $40, pickdogs.com. Over this month, Sunday's been horrible for me, but this Sunday card, I don't see how I can lose. So $40, pickdogs.com.
Ron?
Yep, I got my Super Sunday trio. You got my top 2 NCAA tournament games, as well as my NHL play of the day. All 3 for $29.95.
Rod?
For me, I got a Sunday 5-pack. I've got 4 college basketball bets and 1 NBA. These 5 best bets, we're going to kick ass and win them all. Get over to Pick Dogs Premium and scoop them up.
I'm giving out, if you're a large or extra large, that's the only size I have. Don't ask for any other size. If you are a large or extra large, and you are a Pick Dogs Premium YouTube member, or if you've bought premium, or if you bought a premium pick or package from our site, and you're large or extra large, those are the only sizes I have. You guys hear me, right? While supplies last, I will send you a free Pick Dog shirt if you shoot me an email to Mitch@pickdogs.com. If you are a YouTube Premium member with the $50 plan, not just the early. If you have the full $50 one, same thing. Shoot me an email, Mitch@pickdogs.com. If you are a large or extra large, the only 2 sizes I have. Okay, I only have large, and I only have extra. Ron, what sizes do I have?
Large and extra large.
Large and extra large. That's all I have.
Don't give them away before I get some shirts.
Brian will get some shirts. But
Can I get a small shirt?
No. See, I'm going to give some to Damian Sash and Kevin Thomas.
Hey, also U.S. only. U.S. only, unless it because the shipping is like the shipping for me to ship it to Canada is like ridiculous, or anywhere else in the world. It costs me like $25-$30, and half of them end up coming back. It's like that's the worst, man. You send it.
That's the same thing. We got to ship something to you. It's expensive.
No, it's not. It's exactly
I think it
the
costs
same.
$30 for me to mail you something.
It's exactly the same.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think they charge.
Not for Canada.
No,
I think they charge more. They charge more.
A letter is the same. All you gotta do is send a little letter.
Oh yeah, letters.
I was short $6, and they decided we should mail this back to you. What? Canada Post.
You might have to mail him your Gonzaga hat.
Yeah, make sure you put your
Gonzaga
address.
loses. It's on the way. How's that? Gonzaga loses.
Put it in the trophy case.
On the way. I'll put it in the box.
See, like here's someone, they sent me an email. It says YouTube Premium $50 member. How am I supposed to email you the shirt? Explain that to me. I need your address and your shirt size. It's like another one, you know. And tell me what you have. Another one. Count me in for a large. It's like, I cannot email you the shirt. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm deleting your email. Another one. I'd appreciate a large if still available.
Yeah, I wish you still had the Sports Chat Play shirts. I like those.
Ridiculous, guys. Come on. And tell me exactly the package that you have so I can check it. Oh, man. Look at all the emails coming in for the free shirts. If you're not a premium member and you sign up today, I'll still honor it for the free shirt. But I only have large and extra large, and it's only while supplies last. Only while supplies last. Wow, look at all the emails coming in now. It's not as smart. Yeah.
I need another print. We need a second printing.
No one burns money like Mitch.
Well, except for the Iceman.
Well, this is a straight loss for me because, YouTube takes 30%. I pay everybody out, and it's like it all comes out of my pocket. So this is a loser. It's like I paid for the shirt and I paid for the shipping. It's $15 there alone. More than that.
That's why you charge for halftime.
You got to tell me exactly what you've purchased. Like if it's the $50 YouTube premium and your name and address. So those of you that sent me, that count me in, send me a large or whatever. Send me an extra large. I do not have your address. You will not get your shirt. I can tell you that right now. I'm not going to write you back. Just get it right the first time. But anyways, you guys should hop on that YouTube premium. I enjoy it. And I would say that, we've had good days and bad days, but I'd say overall for $50, it's what I make off of it is not worth the emails I get, but I still enjoy doing it anyway. Every day. You guys, it's like there's someone that's not happy about something we're doing with the premium YouTube, and that's why I didn't want to do it to begin with. Because the price point is too low. And that's what happens. You make something available for more people, then you have more people sending me emails. But it's okay. I will be doing the halftime shows again today. I know everyone that showed up enjoyed it. We had about an average of about 200-something people watching. So I enjoyed doing them. I always like the halftimes. Wow, a lot of T-shirts. Nice. I like it. Let's see what this one says. There it is. Wow. XL. Hopefully I have enough. Well. There we go. This guy sent me his receipt and everything. That's the way to do it. This guy I know. He emails me all the time. This guy says, my name is Joe. It's like, I know you, Joe. We talk about every day. He sent me an email to help you. About every day. I'll gladly send you a shirt, of course. Oh, man. You should see how many emails I got here. Gotta be 25. We'll have new shirts. That's why I'm blowing these out. We have new shirts coming. Hoodies, hats, all kinds of stuff. Merch. We're going to have Pick Dogs merch.
What about Sports Chat?
We're not going to have Sports Chat for now.
Oh.
I like the Sports Chat stuff myself. I wear
I do too.
I wear the Sports Chat. Old school. I have my old school Sports Chat. I have 2 old school Sports Chats. Emails still just pouring in for these shirts. Hopefully we have enough to cover you guys. Well, we'll see. While supplies last, and that's it. Large and extra large. Anyways, check out the YouTube premium. These are the type of things I do, Maybe next month we'll do a free consensus report or something, too, on top of it. Who the hell knows? We'll figure something out. Baseball season on the way. Rabbit season, duck season, baseball season. Yeah, if you don't...
Yeah, you gotta bet baseball.
A lot of these names I recognize. So I know you guys are premium members. A lot of you guys I recognize. Wow. Craziness. I ask people to hit the thumbs up. It's like I get 6, man. I give away free T-shirts. Some people have to send me an email. I get 130 of them in 10 seconds. All right. Unbelievable. Yep, if you have one of our NCAA packages or monthly packages, whatever, that's fine too. You gotta say what size shirt you are. We're not gonna guess. All right. Wow, this is probably a good idea. It's a good idea, but not a great idea. What do you think of that? Brian's like, I don't care as long as they get my shirts. All right, let's go to the NBA. 4 games.
I think you need like a somebody in the lower 48 to be in charge of mailing out the shirts for you, so that way doesn't cost you as much.
Well, that's for the merch for our new store, our new merch store.
The swag.
Yeah, we're gonna have a merch store, so this will be probably our last T-shirt giveaway for a long time.
I was gonna volunteer Romanelli to be the shirt distribution guy.
No, it's a big job. I hired someone to do it. So actually, here's the story. Here's the story. So I was doing a live show. I think it was a halftime show or something. It was like a Sunday night halftime show or something. And a guy trolled me on there. And I was like in a bad mood or something. So I went on his Facebook page, showed pictures of his family, and ripped him apart pretty good. So what happened is we went back and forth on chat, and then he ended up coming on, and we ended up doing a thing like where we kind of just squashed the beef. And said I definitely went over the line, and he apologized for his role as well, which nobody else ever does. They usually just call me out, for being defensive. And it ends up that this guy is a manager of like a really big band, like, a band that most of you guys would know. And turns out that like he really understands like the whole merchandising and everything. So he's gonna handle our shirts and stuff. He asked me if I wanted him to help us with that. So he's gonna handle it all, and the shipping, the ordering, the everything. So hoodies, hats, 2 different styles of hats, a bunch of different, like, the colors that people would want, I guess. Which I wouldn't know, right? Like, colors I would have never picked out. Like, kind of like a maroon. Ron's like, yeah, that's like, he's like, I could do that. Anyways, the Hornets are playing the Suns, and the Raptors are playing the Blazers. Any interest, Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take the Phoenix Suns. I know the line's going from 5 to 6.5. And I know the Hornets have won 3 straight. They've been looking good, but I think the Phoenix is just a different animal here. It's not a game that I'm in love with. I'm not betting my house on it, but it's a strong lean to the Phoenix Suns early today.
I got a small lean on the Trailblazers. It looks like Damian Lillard will be active for this game. For that reason, I think just Portland has the better team, better offense. And I do think that they keep their win streak alive. They're on a 2-game road win streak throughout the state of Florida, and I think they complete the 3-game sweep.
And for me, I'll take the Suns over the Hornets, and I'll take the Raptors. I think the Raptors, they're not as bad as what making out to be. I'll take the Raptors money line. I think they outright the Blazers today.
So many of these shirts. Hopefully, I think I have enough. So, some of these don't have any addresses or shirt sizes, but wow, a lot of shirts. Okay. Do the best that we can. Like I said, if we run out, we run out, and I'm going to guess we are on this one. This one I don't know. Didn't I just try and give them away for free, and like no one would even take them? Now it's like a premium. I do want one. I like the Hornets here. These afternoon NBA Sunday games have been just ridiculous, So It fits the mold for the Hornets here for this Sunday afternoon. I like the Raptors against the Blazers. That's what I gave out in the video. I'll stay consistent in that one. I think that game is more of a toss-up. You know? But I think that potentially with the Raptors to the Nuggets the other day. Then we got the Nuggets against the Hawks and the Lakers against the Magic. Brian?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I love fading the Lakers, and I think Orlando has been a scrappy bunch as of late. They haven't been a terrible cover team this year. You get 7 points. It's even dropped 6.5 in one spot. So for me, I think Orlando can keep it relatively competitive within 4 or 5. So I'll take the 6.5 with the Magic today.
Ron?
Yeah, call me square, but I'm going to take the
Square.
Lakers and lay the points. Yeah. I usually don't do this, but, I mean, to me, although, LeBron James and AD are still out, Lakers still have way more talent than this Magic team on paper. And if you look, I don't even know if Terrence Ross is going to be playing in this game. It'll be interesting to see if the new trade acquisitions play in this game for Orlando. Even if they do, this is a really thin Magic team. Now they're playing their first game of a 5-game West Coast road trip. They have to play 5 games in 7 days on the West Coast. That just doesn't seem like a recipe for success for a team that's rebuilding and pretty much done for the season. So I'll take the Lakers and lay the points.
And for me, I'll go the other way. I'll take the Magic plus the points. I don't think the Lakers should be laying that many points without and then AD and those guys. That's just too many points. We've seen Magic are a scrappy bunch. So I'll take the Magic, and I'm going to take Atlanta and Denver to go under the 223. I think it opened at 228. It's down to 223. I still don't think that's low enough. Defensive battle in this one. As we've seen, Atlanta's picked up their defensive play. I'm going to take the under 223.5 in that one.
I like the Magic and the Nuggets. Those are my picks. I think the Nuggets get back home from that road trip. They're ready for business. I think this is the time of year where the good teams really set it down for the playoff run. I like what the Hawks have done, defensively, but this road trip for Game 5 of a road trip, man, it feels like the Hawks have been on the road for a month. And I'm going to guess they start to feel like that too. And it seems that when they've played the better of the teams on the road in this road trip, it hasn't worked out well for them. It worked out well when Curry wasn't playing for the Warriors and LeBron wasn't playing for the Lakers, but those in-betweeners against the Clips, right, not as happy of a story. So I'm going to take the Nuggets here getting back home. And I do like the Magic against the Lakers. I think the Magic are just a value team right now. All right. Well, that gets us to NHL. Time to put on my Mitchie Pucks hat. See what we got. Oh, he's got my Mitchie Pucks hat on. Couldn't make it. I don't know. Who won yesterday in hockey? Duluth or something? All right. Got the Rangers, Capitals, the Red Wings against Columbus, St. Louis against Anaheim, Boston, New Jersey, Dallas, Florida, and the Predators, the worst name in all of sports, up against the Blackhawks. Brian, any of these?
Yeah, I'm going to go a little square, take the Capitals over the Rangers. Rangers are on a back-to-back off a Flyers loss yesterday. I think the Capitals keep it rolling. I'm going to lay that 140 juice. I'm going to jump on what Rod hit the other day, the Ducks again, plus 194 with the world still sitting on the Blues, even though I think they scored 3 goals in the last 3 games combined. So I think their struggles continue. I'll go with the Ducks on the money line.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with the Capitals pick there. Looks like Keith Kincaid is the projected starter for the Rangers. Doesn't really matter who starts in goal for the Rangers. I just think that the Capitals are playing probably the best hockey. Well, definitely the best hockey in the East Division, but arguably the league. I think they get the job done. I like the Caps on the money line. I also like the Blue Jackets to bounce back after their loss yesterday to the Red Wings. I think they get the win here. Looks like Thomas Greiss is going to be in goal for the Red Wings. He's having a terrible season. He's probably the worst in his career. I think the Blue Jackets take advantage of that and get the revenge win. So I'll take them on the money line.
I agree. Give me Washington. I'll beat up on the Rangers around the back-to-back. I'm going to stick with Detroit. I think Detroit could beat Columbus again. Columbus has big issues on defense and giving up goals. And as we've seen it, they gave up goals to Detroit last game. And I think Greiss has a good game here. He started off the year really rough, but then the team in front of him wasn't playing good either. So I like Detroit on the money line in that one. I'll take the Ducks over the Blues again. I'm going to take the Devils here over the Bruins. I like the Florida won yesterday over Dallas in overtime. I think Dallas gets the revenge here. Give me Dallas over the Panthers. And I think Nashville beats up on the Blackhawks again. Nashville's starting to get things rolling. 6-3-1 their last 10. They're adding wins, and Chicago's going the wrong way. 3-7 their last 10. I mean, Nashville in that one.
Taking the Florida Panthers is my Mitchie Pucks play of the day. Mm-hmm. Florida Panthers versus Dallas Stars. We'll see if the lucky penny concurs. Does not. It likes Dallas in this one. Well, the Magic Meatballs back at home over there. Don't feel like getting it. But it's like on a weird little thing, you know, so it's like to make it sit up with the 8 showing. It's just a pain in the ass. Maybe I should move it over here. Move Angus over there and then move there. Easier. I don't know. I was going to take Blackhawks, but I just like the Panthers here. I just think that just a good road team, right? 11-5 on the road, getting a little bit of value here at -105. Dallas 7-5 at 3-4 at home. Nothing to write home about, right?
This is a Dallas team that's very talented, and it's a must-win game for them. I mean, on a back-to-back where they lost in overtime.
Brian,
but
they're up against
you're the hockey guru.
They're up against Mitchie Pucks.
All right.
I like the Florida Panthers in this one. I just don't see any other better play on the board here. You know, what's the better play? The Capitals?
The Ducks.
The Capitals? The Capitals are so square. It's like,
what about the Ducks?
I got the Ducks against USC in the late game.
That's the wrong Duck. Sorry.
Yeah, wrong Ducks. Wrong Ducks win today.
It's too many Ducks. Too much Ducks.
Can't do a double duck parlay. Not gonna happen.
You can. It's been done before.
You could.
You're talking about the guy who's
maybe take the puck and a half.
You're talking about someone that does a directional Michigan parlay on a regular basis.
Hot diggity dog right there.
Parlay.
Puck and a half.
I'd like to parlay Eastern Michigan and Western Michigan with Central Michigan, Michigan, and Michigan State. 5-team. Guys like it. Guy at 1 year when I did it in Vegas at Mirage, the guy said to me, he's like, "This just makes perfect sense." It's always weird that I think a lot of the guys that work the windows in Vegas at the books, like they watch our shows and stuff because they refer to me by my first name when I walk up to the window. Rod, what's your parlay?
We're going to take Alabama, lay the points, the Zags under 159.5, and USC minus the 2.
Yeah, for me, before I get to my parlay, my favorite women's college hoops play today is Maryland laying the points against Texas. I know some guys liked the women's college pick yesterday. So I like Maryland laying the 13. And then my parlay today is the Oregon Ducks men's college basketball, getting the points. Portland Trail Blazers laying the 1.5, and the Columbus Blue Jackets money line.
Bryant.
Creighton under 158.5. Florida State plus any points you can get. I got +2. And the easiest one, Creighton plus the 13 layup.
Panthers, Blackhawks, and Capitals for me. Hockey birdcage. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Light card, but big show. That's what we're known for. Have a great day, and of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow. I'll see a lot of you guys in just a few hours. Halftime of the Creighton Gonzaga game. We'll see if Brian is right or if the rest of the world is. But we know it's going over. Have a great day. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow.